Mike, obviously news now come out that yourself and Busted have extended your contracts with the club to stay on as manager and assistant. First of all, just how pleased are you?
Yeah, we're delighted. Like I say, we've enjoyed every minute coming in. It's been a big job, but we've relished every second, and we know we've got still a massive job to do. So, as much as, like I say, the vote of confidence with being offered a contract from the board and Neil, it's great. We know we've got a job to do, and we're focused on that.
And you mentioned sort of your relationship with the board previously, sort of at the end of the playoffs as well. You touched on it a little bit. How sort of good has your working relationship been, and how much of a part did that play in extending your contract?
Yeah, like I said, I can speak highly enough of them. They've been different class. Obviously, working more closely with Neil, but the whole board have been brilliant. It's a big vote of confidence wanting to extend their contracts before Christmas, which is nice. But like I say, it's relentless work ethic in terms of what Neil wants and how he wants to grow the club and in the community. And it's up to me and Bus to make sure that we're going in the right direction on the field.
Coming into your first coaching role, obviously with the club, do you feel like when you look back at now from where you are now to where you started, that there's a sense of progression and a sort of a clear vision that you can see for yourself?
Yeah, I think so. I think obviously I've been fortunate enough to work with a lot of top managers, and you always like to cherry pick the strengths and understand why they do certain things, and then that creates your rounded vision of how you want to work and implement your kind of strategy and your identity. But yeah, since we've come in every day, it's just learning, and like I said, I think we're a lot more rounded individuals and coaches for that, and it's just continuous. It's every day is a day of learning and working, and we always want to get better.
You mentioned the identity there. When you came in, did you have a clear sort of blueprint of how you wanted to play and the kind of players you wanted to bring in, or is that something that's maybe evolved over time as you've got a little bit more experience in the job?
I think it's always evolving, to be honest. I think you've got your blueprint of how you want to play, the type of players you want to bring in, the type of personality, the type of culture and environment you want to build. But like I said, everything is ever evolving. Just like on the average training week, you can pick up injuries and weather dependent, and there's always things that are coming up. And I just think that's the same as management. I think the more adaptable you are, the stronger you are, and I think that's what this team is about. It's about adapting and overcoming, and sticking with our identity and moving forward.
And of course, Ian Watson extending his contract as assistant as well. Do you see yourself more as, like say, a pair and a coaching team, and of course with Chris Bell as well, or rather than, like say, some people maybe see it as manager and assistant as two separate rather than coming as one sort of duo?
No, definitely. I think all three of us we're a package, and I think we all bring something different to the group. And I think if you spoke to the lads, they would testify to that. I feel as though what Busty brings is work ethic, his drive, his desire, his charisma, and the same with Belly. I think he's doing his masters of psychology. He's invaluable to the team. So yeah, we're definitely one team, one package, and we complement each other.
And going forward now, what do you see your main aim for the future with the club?
Like I said, I think I don't want to put a label on where we want to go and what we want to do. I think, like I say, just making sure that every day we're getting better, week on week, month on month, season on season. We just want to keep achieving it and growing. And I feel as though we have done that, like I say, from the ground up. We're working with the board, understanding that working relationship and expectations, and then working towards that. For me, I think everyone knows where we want to take this football club, and that's what solely drives us to come in every day and work hard and get better.
And do you see your immediate future as very much more a player manager rather than just on the managerial side? Obviously, you haven't played too much this season due to picking up a bit of an injury in pre-season.
Listen, I love playing, and I want to extend it as long as physically possible. Being out there and being in the mix is nothing better. Obviously, I've had a long career and fully enjoyed it, and as much as I can stretch it out. But the ultimate goal is to get to a point where I'm back up, and then I'll kind of step away from it because I can't keep up anymore. And that's, like I say, the ultimate aim. My drive is to keep getting stronger and getting better and learning on and off the field. but the day will come where the team is far stronger without me, and that's the day where I'll happily hang my boots up and look back on my career and be very proud. But at the minute, it certainly is player manager, and I want to be in the mix. I want to be with the boys. I want to be out there as much as I can. Like I say, you pick up a few niggles as you get older, but it's not going to stop me. It's all about mentality and mindset, and I've definitely got that to keep playing.
And obviously, in terms of being as a manager more on the sidelines, when you do win a game, you get 3 points. Does it feel like a completely different kind of high to playing as a player, or is it some kind of comparisons between the two? Obviously, as a manager, you're kind of looking at maybe more of the bigger picture of how the whole team's performing, and then I suppose you win on the weekend and your mind's maybe straight onto the next game.
Yeah, I mean, you can draw comparisons about the emotion and playing and managing, but ultimately, like I say, when you're on the field, I think you're absorbed in it. You miss a lot, and you can't be too objective. So it's a case of on the field, I feel as I've got more of an influence, on the group in terms of communication and leadership, things like that. But ultimately, yeah, it's a different experience, a different job. But both I relish, and I want to continue. And so pleased for extending my contract because I've enjoyed every minute of it, and I want that to continue.